kudos to Ferris State. This was a team, they play in the toughest conference in the Division II in the country. So we knew exactly what we were going to get tonight out of Ferris State. They have extremely talented post play in McInerney and Blair, and those two combined for 37-18. They play a style we have yet to play in non-conference with run and jump, and they were going to do it for 40 minutes. They're a fantastic offensive rebounding team, and they're a really good screening team. So we have been talking a lot about their strengths, and they produced all those strengths tonight. And but kudos to our kids. I thought we got to the foul line well, 33 attempts. We were able to keep our turnovers low against their run and jump pressure with only 12 tonight. Having Andrea Cecil as an inbounder at the 4 position, she was able to break a lot of that pressure herself, and we thought we would have the opportunity to be successful if we continued to do that. So literally we only ran a handful of plays tonight because we wanted to push the tempo. And as everybody could tell at the end of that first quarter, I mean, it had the chance to be 100-90, and it didn't disappoint. Everybody wants more scoring in women's basketball, and this is a game where it produced a lot. But that's a game where we took them very seriously. We knew we had not played well in our last non-conference game, finished up exams, haven't played in a long time, but I thought we had an excellent shoot-around today, a good practice yesterday, and we were prepared. But this is a very talented team, and I thought we played well in spots, and we played well to finish against a team that had nothing to lose and was just throwing everything at us in the kitchen sink. But kudos to Ferris State. Again, Kendra is an excellent coach. She's a good friend of our staff. We think very highly of her and her program and her career path. But really excited that our kids were able to finish, because that first game after exams, no matter if you're playing UConn, whomever, it's a difficult game after having a long break. But really happy for our kids. We've got one more game before Christmas break.
When you're breaking their press, a lot of times you basically have Andrea with the ball, and when she's broken it, we can talk a little bit about she's not shy about breaking it thoroughly and attacking after the break.
No, she's not, and she is, at her height, she does a great job of finishing over defenders her same size, smaller than she is, and even taller. She just has a knack and has a really good ability to use the glass, and she was able to score in a variety of ways, starting 94 feet, going from half that distance, and then starting at the top of the key and driving it. But she could have had a couple more that rimmed out. A couple more times I think she got fouled. But you could tell early on that she was on, and it was going to be a high scoring night for her.
We can talk a little bit about the defense in the last 3-4 minutes. They had cut it, and you've got a bunch of pile of 5 stops in a row together, I believe. Was it something that you did differently in that final, or just did it better?
I think we rebounded as a team better in that last period. So don't get me wrong, there was a stretch where they had 3 offensive rebounds and 3 layups missed out on 1 possession. So it didn't feel like 5 consecutive stops. But like I said, we knew one of their strengths was offensive rebound, and we had to make a concerted effort, and we'd been talking about that, and it came to fruition in the last few minutes. We had to get consecutive stops, not give up any threes, and then we had to get to the foul line to get some easy points.
Yeah, you're right. As I'm thinking about it, there was the one possession where they had the 3 misses, but the other 4 possessions, if I remember them, well, the first was a steal, the other were one and done. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of, once you figured that out, that rebounding, even if for a short time, it made a difference defensively, didn't it?
Yeah. Every coach will talk about, rebounding's heart and desire, what other adjective you can use, but you still have to be fundamental and make contact with your opponent bend your knees and rise up and go get it. I mean, it's a three-pronged process for sure. So we did. I thought our guards did a great job of rebounding tonight. With Sydney and Carly in particular, those two combined for 16 between the two.
When you talk a little bit about the three-point shooting early on, I hate to say it covered up a lot of problems offensively, because the offense, I thought, was pretty good. First half especially.
Yeah, I don't think, maybe covered up's not the right phrase. I agree with you, but yeah, no, the three-point shot that we had early on, especially with Lambert, I mean, she was wide open looks, and anybody that has a wide open look, if they're in rhythm, they'll have the freedom anytime to take that. So I know Ferris had to make some adjustments with our threes after halftime. And that allowed us to, I think, get to the line a lot more in the second half and drive down that lane line.
And you just stole the next question. It was one of those where your three-point shooting, it looked like, forced them to come out and guard higher, faster, and allowed driving lanes for Carly in particular, but for a lot of different people in the basket.
Yeah, it did. I thought with some of our screening action, we were going to get lane line drives or threes around screens, and lo and behold, probably a good look was with Haley right there at the end, a shot rimmed out, just a little pull-up jumper as well in the middle of the lane. So we still have to be more efficient at the end, I think, in knowing time and score, and that will get better being in more games like this. But we were talking in timeouts about, hey, we've got to get to the foul line. We've got to get to that fifth foul in this quarter, and I think that made a difference because now you can catch your breath a little bit, but it's easy points, and they had a couple kids foul out as well, and that made it was definitely a point for us.
Can you also talk a little bit about the free throw shooting, because it's one thing to get those drives. I mean, sometimes they're baskets, but sometimes they're fouls. You have to make the free throws, and up until the fourth quarter, the free throw shooting was really, really good.
It was, yeah, and I think we're better than 24 of 33 for sure, and I think Ferris, on the other hand, is better than 9 of 18 as well. But I think that's shows a little bit too. That's how hard both teams were playing once they got to the line. I mean, both teams were getting fouled hard and a little tired. But going 33 times, that's I think the second highest for us all season. So we knew, as I keep saying, that was a point of emphasis in the second half.
What's the takeaway for you from this game?
Several, actually. Excluding the game, we had a handful of alums stop by the office this week. Had a handful, Rachel Koneski at shoot around today, handful of others in the stands. It's neat this time of year when alums can come back and see their program play. It's really special. And that means a lot to me, because if they're coming back, they enjoyed it. And a lot of our kids got to spend time with them. And that's fun. Kind of outside of basketball, we came out like we're getting better. And people are going to look at the score and see who we played. And if you're not at the game, you don't realize, like, our kids played hard tonight, and it is a trap game for us because we haven't played in a while. I still think we have some residual side effects after our last game on the road, but we bounced back and did well, and I think that shows. Take away the basketball, just the heart of this team too. Basketball wise, you're going to go in, you're going to complete. No matter what the result is on Thursday, you're going to go into non-conference schedule with a winning record. Fantastic, okay? You're going to, we took care of business at home as well. Another takeaway, and that's always important to play well in front of your fans. But I really thought. The combination of all those, as I said, off the court and then on the court, really helped us tonight earn this victory. And we've got a 2-day prep before our last game, and that's going to be really important. And because we're not on Christmas break yet, like every other student at this university, and you know, we still have some work to do, and they know that, and we're looking forward to that prep and the game on Thursday. But it's just been probably the biggest takeaway too. It's been a really good group to coach, and they get along really well. And I think that showed tonight with the enthusiasm on the bench, enthusiasm on the court, and they felt confident. I don't think they had a doubt at the end that they knew if they got some rebounds and got to foul line that they would be able to finish this game, and they have been finishing. We're really proud of that.
Last one for me is Perry was in uniform today. Can you kind of update on her situation?
She's out of her boot, yes. She's in her uniform, went through warm-ups, has returned to practice, and we'll be going from there.
Okay, so she's good to go. She's available to play.
Yes, she just has not had a lot of practices under her belt so far.
Right. Cool. Thank you.
Curious about the next game. Do you look at it as a great potential opportunity playing a big school?
I think anytime you play a game, period, it's more fun than practice, so it's a great opportunity for, we have a handful of kids from the state of Ohio. We've got, obviously, Lambert's from Cincinnati, so there's, our scheduling has been much more regionalized this year than in previous years, with Detroit, with Xavier, with Valparaiso, now Cincinnati. So yeah, you're going to have some rivalries that are geographic, but yeah, anytime you play a opponent out of the American, it's going to be a rivalry. So it should be a fun environment. The Fifth Third Arena is under construction, so we're playing at St. Ursula High School. Seats about 1,000, and I have no doubt a big sellout. So it'll be rocking. It'll probably be about 85 degrees in there, but it's a team that's playing well. I mean, they were down 1 at halftime against Ohio State, who's ranked in the top 10, top 15, and I think it ended up being 12 at the end, but. They blew out Howard previously, so I have no doubt they will play well because it's us, and we will play well because of it's them.